How's it going, guys? So the creek is still up a bit, so I'm still not able to get out in the creek, so I'm back out to my dig site. As you can see, I got a pretty good mole hole going here, and I got a bottle back here I want to show you that it looks like it's probably 99% complete. I can already tell the lip is chipped, and it's likely going to be an unembossed beer. But you know, enough talking, let me get you back here and let you see. It's going to be dark for a second, so I apologize. But let me get this back here. So there you go. As you can see, I've almost got it ready to pull. Right up here at the top, mind the shadow there, you can see the lip is chipped. And I don't know how well you can see around it here, but there's tons and tons of broken glass in here. Unfortunately, yesterday I wasn't recording, but it was nighttime, but I did pull a whole straight side of Coke from Knoxville, Tennessee out of here, as well as a plain slug plate soda. I don't know what it would have been because it had no markings at all, and another New South Brewing Company from Middlesboro, Kentucky, and it was about 99% complete. But let me see while I have you here if I can. Oh, it's not budging. Actually, just let me hop off here again and I'll finish pulling this one because it looks like it's in there pretty tight, and then I'll show y'all again here in just a moment. Okay, I'm back with you. I got that bottle out and it actually is embossed. I've found several of these so far, but this is the first one that I've found. It's Lexington Brewing Company, but everything seems to be abbreviated. It's spelled out on the other bottles that I've found of this one so far, and the other ones I've found have been aqua. This one appears to be clear. I don't see anything on the bottom of it to give any other detail, and I don't know if this one is older, newer, or about the same age as the other ones, but there you can see the top was broken like I mentioned. I'm still trying to figure out what I can do with these though, because the embossing is so high, but otherwise it's a nice bottle. I don't know if I can cut it to make them into like little vases or something, but I still plan to keep them because, you know, they're just a nice piece of history, and the fact that it's embossed, it's hard to throw that away. But let me get back to it and I can see if I can find some more for you. I'm gonna set this one aside and cover it with some dirt so it doesn't get any bruises, and we'll get back to it if we find another one. Okay, I'm back again down in this mole hole I got going on here, and it looks like I got another bottle, and this one, with a little luck, looks to be whole. I'm trying not to break it if it is. And we got us a straight-sided Coke, an amber straight-sided Coke. Would you look at that? Let me get out of this hole and show this to you real quick. Mind the camera work, sorry. I'm having to crawl out. But look how pretty that is. And it looks like it's in perfect condition. And where is it from? This one's from Lexington, Kentucky. I was not expecting that. But how pretty that is. An amber straight-sided Coke. And this is only my second complete straight-sided Coke that I've found. The other one was last night in the same hole. Oh man, I wish I could stay out here all day with finds like this right here. I'll quit yammering though. I'm gonna bury this one. That way it doesn't get any bruises. And I'll see if I can pull some more out for y'all. But this right here just made the whole trip. I can't complain when I'm finding things like this. Let's see, let's lay it right there and just get another whole view of it in perfect shape. Back with you again. All these right here I didn't live dig with you because they were broken, but I would say of all the finds here, the best would be this Malta Tonic from the East Tennessee Brewing Company. It's in great shape and could be cut off to make another drinking glass. Probably have enough of these to make a couple of sets by now. And probably my next video, since the weather ain't the best lately, probably be me cutting some of these bottles. That'll be a trial and error with both me and you, because I haven't attempted to cut any yet, but that is my plan. But I also wanted to show you, you know, what I run into and the variety of what I'm finding out here as well. Like this one, I don't find them broken off like that very often, with the top being in good shape. It's usually the opposite way. This one, as you can see, the neck is different from the beers. Maybe that was a champagne or something of that nature. I really don't know. I'm guessing this right here would have come off of a big whiskey. That's the first of these type of corks I found down here, the blob top style. But I'm probably gonna take that one back with me. And I know I wouldn't find this one whole, but you can tell this came off of a large jug. And I really like the color of that, and it's like the brown on the inside. I don't anticipate finding a whole jug in here, but man, that would be a day maker if I did. But I'll probably still take that back with me just because I like it. I'll probably eventually start like some type of garden or something around my house with the broken pieces I like. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of variety in here. As you can see, there's tons of glass. Like, I'm having to constantly scrape this out so I'm not laying on glass or cutting myself. Let me grab this real quick. Here's another blob top saw that I found in here as well. The hole finds are sparse, but when I do find them, they're quality stuff, so that's why I keep digging, because I just never know what I'm gonna pull out of here. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out, and if I find something else interesting, I'll get back with you. But you can see I'm way back in there, so we're probably gonna collapse it some, that way I'm not up under a couple tons of dirt and get smothered some way. But we'll get back to it and hopefully find you something else. So I just pulled this one. It's broken at the top, but it would make us a good drinking glass candidate. And the embossing on the bottom is East Tennessee Brewing Company. I know that's hard to see with the mud on it. And the bottom there, it's RG & Co., which is Root Glass Company. And I believe every single one of these that I've found at the East Tennessee Brewing Company have been broken in some form or another. And if you watch my previous videos, you'll know that that's likely due in part to the root glass. It's not known for being the very best glass, so it breaks easy. But I mean, you know, that could play a factor, probably does, but also almost everything in here is broken, as you see. But yeah, I just want to show you that one. I may use this one right here as our first example of a bottle getting cut, just because it looks like it'll be a good one. It's got this big chunk knocked out of the top right there, which is kind of odd, but that shouldn't be an issue. We can probably cut it about right there and have some nice little drinking glass with a little bit of embossing on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this one up with the others. You can probably see the bottoms of them over here that I got them covered up. And I'm gonna start digging some more. There's some sand in here that seems to be protecting the bottles more so than if there isn't the sand, because that's where all the whole bottles I've found so far has come from, is right over in there in the corner. So I'm gonna go back in there and see if I can find something else, and I'll try to do a live pull next to see if, you know, if we find something good. But I'll get back to you here in a bit. Okay, I'm back home from the dig site, and as you can see, I got them cleaned up a little bit. Couldn't get them 100% because they got some of this like iron staining. It's kind of crusty. Eventually I'll probably have to buy me like some type of tumbler or something to get that sort of stuff off. But I just wanted to show you them quick, cleaned up. I'll start over here at the left. Here's the maltitonic I showed you earlier. Sadly, I didn't notice it until we was cleaning, but it's got kind of a heel chip right there. I may still probably cut this one up at the top and make that a drinking glass for myself, because I won't care about the heel chip personally. Right here is definitely the best find of the day. This is the straight-sided amber coke from Lexington, Kentucky. Definitely the best looking straight-sided coke that I've found. The only thing that I see potentially wrong is it looks kind of like a flea bite, but that may just be an air bubble. But otherwise, this thing is perfect, and I'm real happy with that one. Over here is the Lexington Brewing Company. And I don't know if you remember earlier in the video how I mentioned how it's all abbreviated. I have some bonus bottles back here I wanted to show you. As you can see on this one, everything but the brewing company is spelled out, and they're both from the same company. This one's aqua, the other one is clear, so I'm not sure which one of the two was older. I did find out, just through my own research, the reason we have this aqua color in bottles is due to the iron content in the sand that was used. So more iron, more of the aqua color. There we go. Over here, We have the East Tennessee Brewing Company bottle. I'm definitely going to cut this one down into a drinking glass. It's in pretty good shape. It's hard for me to come by these in good shape. They just seem to break so much. And those are all the bottles for today. But the ones back here that I wanted to show you is kind of bonus material. These three I dug last night. Sadly, I wasn't recording because it was dark. But I'll start with this one. This is a slug-plated soda of some sort, but it has no identifying marks. You can see there on the bottom, it has kind of like a mold issue, and from what I've read and researched, sometimes that's caused by like straw and other stuff that may have gotten in the mold. So it's not really a bad defect, but it's still kind of a nice, you know, feature of the bottle. Right here, up until I found the amber, was the only complete straight-sided Coke that I've found so far. This one is actually from Knoxville, Tennessee, and it's an aqua variant. Can't tell if that's case wire at the top. It's got like some type of scratch all around the tip, but it's in great shape as well. Right here, it just has the slightest chip out of the lip, is another New South Brewing Company Brewery and Ice from Middlesboro, Kentucky. Now, I've found quite a few of these now. Still nothing complete. This is like the second most complete. The other one that I have that's almost complete has a chip almost exactly the same size, ironically. But that's a good bottle. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with those yet since the chip isn't that big. I may just try to sell it as is. And I've already shown you the aqua one here. And these dirty ones back here, I plan to clean those. And as part of my next video, as mentioned before, I'm going to try to get those cut down in some type of drinking glasses. And I'll definitely bring y'all along in that process. And we'll definitely have like a trial and error process to see how they turn out, how the process does, and how we can improve it. But yeah, there's the finds for today, and I'm hoping to either get back out there tomorrow and dig some more, or maybe hit the creek if the water levels are back down. But until next time, I hope y'all have a good one, and join me next time, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.